Good morning, red crystal moons. We are flowing, purifying, cleansing, feeling, training, lymph training, healthy training, not energetic training, restoring cooperatively, guided by birth, nurture, being in the wave spell of good morning, brain, and the wave spell of endlessness, reflect order. Tone 12, crystalline. The first thing I notice is that or the second thing I notice is that we have the yellow human in the occult today, and it's on tone 2. Tomorrow we have the crystalline dog, cosmic dog, then we have the magnetic monkey, and then we have the lunar human. So tomorrow at midnight, on the dot, who's midnight? Yours or mine? Whatever. Between those two, between the cosmic dog and the magnetic monkey, is the dead center of the spin, the entire 260. So 130 in and going 130 out. But between the main wave and the occult, we have a kind of like a magnetic switch, like a pole switch, we're reversing. We've come in from the magnetic dragon on day 1 of the spin, which had the cosmic sun beneath it. We've come from the cosmic sun. The cosmic sun, sun 13, cosmic sun is the very last seal of the entire spin, and the very first in the occult. So there's like from the cosmic sun 13, to the center of the spin. You can go from the end or the beginning. And they're right next to each other, because tone 216, kin 260, the last one of the spin, is followed by kin 1, since this is cyclical. And kin 13, kin 260 and kin 1 both include the magnetic dragon. Yes, both of them, magnetic dragon. Kin 1 is the kin 260 is the occult, and the cosmic sun. Kin 1, it's crystal, tone 13, in the occult, and kin 260, it's the main kin, it's cosmic 13, cosmic sun. And right in the middle of the spin, we meet the opposite of these two, the cosmic. Actually really interesting, because that magnetic dragon, we meet it in 2 days in the analog, in the antipod. How amazing is that? Oh my goodness. Right. If you're not familiar with the system, this is going to be just gibberish. If you are, either you know it's like, yeah, or it's like, oh my god, yeah, amazing. Like, yeah. Love, love, love. Crystal moon in this wave spell. There's something I haven't mentioned that's really important, but I'm not going to mention it even today. I'm only going to mention that I can't mention it because it's the 7th column. That every kin in this column, there's something special to it. I have to look it up. It doesn't have something that all the others have. Columns 1 through 6 have some mirror quality in 8 through 13, and 8 through 13 mirror something in 8, 1 through 6. Column 7, all these kins, 20 of them, don't have that. Seeing as we are in the mirror wave, somehow it shouldn't matter. There's no reflection here. There's no reflection here. There's something else I was thinking yesterday or 2 days ago, like actually yesterday I think. Mirrors. I've been thinking mirrors reflect truthfully. They don't always, not always. A mirror, when it's bent, when the mirror surface is curved, it distorts the reflection significantly. As we all know from those, what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh no, sorry. My apologies. As we know from those fun park mirror, I guess maybe it's also like a hall of mirrors. Maybe that's what a hall of mirrors is in English. And every mirror is a different shape and a different like combination or a distortion. It distorts you. In some mirrors you become really wide and some long and thin. So funny. Oh my god, I've laughed my head off in those. I haven't been in one in ages. And doesn't that remind us of the monkey business? Playing, laughing, not taking everything too seriously. In 2 days' time, Magnetic Monkey, the whole monkey wave. We just get to focus on not taking everything so seriously. Which is really, really nice to start the whole second half of the spin with. This crystal moon, crystal tone is cooperation and dedication, and we're flowing universal water, and then we're guided by the dragon and being nurturing. And it says to me in the wave spell, never mind the wave spell, but just this tone, this kin, and this guide are really all about letting each other be, nurturing ourselves and each other in the process, and purifying ourselves. What does it mean? Like drink your own water, my water. What does it mean if we only have one bottle and we're both parched or whatever, like I don't know what it means. It means we share the bottle. Tone 12. On tone 12 we share the bottle. On tone 1 we might fight over it. But on tone 1 we wouldn't just have one bottle. We'd each magnify our own or attract our own, right? Water cooperating with itself. The universal water flow. I'm a little bit my head my there are like thoughts in my head that I'm feeling a little bit bugged. Oh yeah, great. I'm sitting in a parking lot and because I'm traveling, so of course a bus stops right next to me. Jolly people. Anyway, I'm bugged. What am I bugged by my own I am statements. There's a sense of being bugged by my own bringing in of like issues. The shadow, too much highlighting the shadow right now. I am super distracted by these folks next to me right now. Uh, Good question. Asking myself why. Anyhow, um, so we have this. Let's just go somewhere else here. Nurturing this dragon, and in the occult we have this yellow human, free will, the lunar human. So we're meeting almost this constellation, or we're meeting something in 3 days' time. We have this lunar human and the crystal moon in its occult. The challenge of the free will. Today we can really focus on that in terms of flowing, practice a lot of flow so that in 4 days, 3 days, we master that. Because we're going to need that to stabilize the monkey, to stabilize the challenges of our humanity, in our play, of our playfulness, of our inner child, of our flow through life, of our flow through um, our own body, with our mind, with all of that. And we have the white dog here today. We have the white dog present now for 3 days. We have the blue storm here today in the antipod. The crystal storm, cooperative in its auto generation. And all of that's guided by the mother energy nurturance. So the love of the dog, loyalty, cooperative flow, and cooperative autogeneration, cooperative energy, cooperative catalyzing. We are catalysts for each other very many times. Others are catalysts for us. The conductivity of water. Yep. I had that. I elaborated a little bit on that in one of the moon videos, I think, I think it might have been a storm video when I spoke, or I just investigated a little bit nuclear reactors, how they work, the water in there, and how the water conducts these particles that blah 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 blah. I can't repeat it. And here we have this free will, this lunar free will balancing, challenging, and stabilizing. In the occult, in the unseen, the occult wave spells, you might remember, moves backwards. So tomorrow, beneath the cosmic dog is the magnetic monkey. And then they switch a day later, magnetic monkey and cosmic dog. Just exactly the way the cosmic sun and the magnetic dragon in the occult switch one day to the next to the magnetic dragon and the cosmic sun in the occult at the end of the spin. And I can kind of see this pulsing here in both directions, pole switching, like the pulse of the earth in her magnetic field. Switch, 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 switch. It may not be a regular rhythm, it might be irregular rhythms, I don't know, but it's nonetheless some kind of pulse. And it'll be really interesting. I mean, the human doesn't need to have a scope of awareness much broader, I guess, than whatever it needs to have. But at some point, we will be done with a lot of the nitty-gritty, and we're gonna have an awareness of much, 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 much broader nature, both inwardly into our own selves and outwardly into the greater cycles of Earth and systems out there, so called. And yeah, but at the moment, this many of us are quite, our focus is very narrow. Our bandwidth is very, very narrow. And it might be that the bandwidth of a narrowness of 10 versus a bandwidth of a width of gazillion billion might include the same amount of data, just would be very differently spread out. I'm not sure, but no but, and nowhere to go from there. It's just theory. No point in that. No point at all. Yeah. A shout out to this comet that's traveling through our solar system at the moment that we can see from Earth. Apparently, who knows what it's adding to us and bringing and taking. Maybe it comes to cleanse in some form or as some messenger. According to our faith, it is done unto us. That would be universal waters, guided by the dragon, with the lunar human, and the storm and auto-generation, and the dog and loyalty. According to our faith, it is done unto us. That's the take home. According to our faith, it is done unto us. I think that's a statement we should all have tattooed somewhere on the outside of our wrist. So we remember that while we're fighting about truths or non-truth, while we are at odds with ourselves, we can't find the way. Times I think, according to our faith that is done unto us. It doesn't matter. I choose the path. If I get lost and I don't know where to go, what to do, or where to turn, or blah blah, or I don't know what's right or what's wrong, or whatever, according to my faith, it is done unto me. According to my faith, I do unto myself. It is done unto me is a little bit language problem, and maybe because it makes me a recipient of something. But then, according to my faith, if my faith is there's nobody's going to do anything unto me, it's just a sentence. I do unto myself. Because according to my faith, how can I word it differently? My faith determines my experience. Our faith determines our experience. Our faith determines our experience. Our belief determines our experience. And then someone might say, but hey, what about a 2-year-old child? It has not really much belief, and still what determines its experience? Well, you'd have to say karma. You'd have to say maybe it being a reflection of its environment. We get to choose what we believe about that according to our free will, human. According to our faith, our belief is done unto us, including a 2-year-old child. I mean, that is just, I don't know, a hell of a statement. It's a hell of a statement. The implications are so incredibly intense as far as I'm concerned. They are so intense. And I don't know, I could well imagine at this very moment, like, if I had to start a religion right now, it would be according to your faith. It is not done unto you. According to your faith, you shall experience. Something like that. It's just nothing, no more. That's the Bible. That's it. That sentence, that statement. You just live your life with that. You just live your life with that. Go out there, believe, find out what people believe and what it does to them, how it works. Find out the truth for yourself. Find out whichever truth can work for you. Decide for yourself what you want your truth to be. And then if it doesn't work, white mirror, you'll find out. If I, I mean, like, I can believe if I just will my car to move when I'm done, it will do so. I can sit here till I don't know, died of starvation or something. I don't know, it's not going to happen because actually I don't believe it can. So, where is it? Where are those lines? Anyway, now I'm going on. But still, that's something to just, really, like, according to my faith. But I want to take this thing. It is done unto me. According to your faith, it is done unto you. According to your faith, it is done unto you. Is it just a translation? Is it a mistranslation? How is that statement in its original? Is there an it? Is there a done? Is there an unto you? Or is it, that statement? Phew, so many issues in there. But when we come to realize, like, we are the doers, we are the programmers, we are the experiencers, we are the givers and the receivers of every life experience we'll ever have. It would change our definition of we or I significantly. And to me, I can't be a victim. I can choose to be a receiver. I have chosen to live in a world with use, and that use does to me something that I believe I haven't chosen, but that's a fun. Blue monkey. Yeah, you. Love, loyalty, heart is the occult of the monkey. So actually this reality is based on love and loyalty. Anyone acts in our lives according to our design, not theirs. Even though they believe they're acting according to their free will in your life, they are not. There's some sort of something else going on. um, I don't know. That's a paradigm shift of note, and I believe that we can choose to believe, and we will see the proof of what we believe. And this is like so much more empowering. We can always let it go and temporarily choose to participate in a different context completely. Just as when we fall asleep, our night dreams. I mean, it's like what? Couple hours of sleep. It's not a big deal. And yet the rules of what we experience in our sleep is entirely different. It's an entirely different set of rules and an entirely different everything. So, and not the same every night. So we can switch and mix it around any which way we want. And yeah. When are we awake and when are we sleeping is the question. Okay, I'm gonna send this off and wish us a beautiful crystal moon day in our flow, in our nurturing ourselves, nurturing all the liquids within our bodies, drinking enough water, good water. Bless the water before you drink it. Just, like, bless the water in your town, wherever you live, whatever comes out of your tap, if that's tap water. Let's bless it. They say that there's water doesn't like running around 90 degrees, and by the time it comes out of our tap, it's pretty dead. We can bless the water and thank it for keeping enough aliveness in itself that it's never ever fully dead, and that by the time it reaches our lips, is ready to restructure itself into its most magnificent and beautiful white dog love shaped crystals and nurture our bodies, and wherever we pee, preferably somewhere in nature maybe, uh, we give to Mother Earth that love and keep the cycle of information sharing and love sharing going. And when we look at someone, we share we do the same thing with our energy. We give love, we bless, we pass on what was given to us by way of blessings, and just keep this big, grand cycle of blessings going, and see what it does. Share light, share love, share hope. Just, if we don't believe it's going to be okay, it's going to be maybe difficult to say to another it's going to be okay. So we can do well to purify our own beliefs, to understand it's going to be okay, and then share that sense of it's going to be okay. And if it's not, well, we are there for each other. All right, time to get a cup of coffee and get going on the road. Oh.